So, what's going on, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel on this Saturday night. And after watching the pay per view Armageddon from 2000 today, I saw all the pay per views, a long time ago. But in recent weeks, I've watched them all over again. And I started thinking, comparing, what was going on back then to what was going on or what is going on now. And from the year 2000 to present time, 2015, I was thinking to myself, well, who really was the best WWE champion throughout the last 15 years? And, a lot of people will go as far as to say it was The Rock, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Uh, People would pick Edge. A lot of people would pick John Cena. A lot of people would pick Randy Orton. A lot of people would pick Triple H, Chris Jericho. Um, yeah, so, I look back and you look at all the title runs. Yeah, John Cena's got 15 title runs. Orton, I believe, has got, 12 or 13. Triple H has got 13. And you can't go by just the title run or how many you have. Uh, After looking back, I know a lot of Edge's title reigns were very, very short. Uh, John Cena has some really, really short title reigns. And then back on, there was a point back in the earlier days around the 2000, 2001, or 2002 time. Uh, Prior actually to 2002, when Triple H won the world title. I mean, he held it for what? I think it was like 2.5 years. Uh, but after going back and watching a lot of old matches and whatnot, uh, I can't give it to John Cena. Uh, Being a Cena fan, I wish I could, but I can't. Uh, I can't give it to Edge. There's just, without a doubt, I can't give it to him either. There's just a lot of guys you can't give it to. A lot of people, Jericho was pretty damn good in the early 2000s. Uh, the Rock, of course, very, very popular. And a lot of people like to pick people because they are popular. But you got to figure from 2000 on up, The Rock wasn't around very long. And really the same as far as Stone Cold Steve Austin goes. I will say that popularity-wise, uh, overall, from wrestlers from 2000 on up, you got to give it to The Rock and Stone Cold. I think watching all these pay-per-views, when Austin came out, the fans just went nuts. The fans loved seeing The Rock come out. They cheered, but the biggest pop was when Austin come out. Uh, Now, as far as Triple H goes, he was a heel most of the time. He had his moments as a face. Uh, Cena started getting booed, I think, in around pretty much 2006, and it just progressed even worse. Randy Orton, uh, mainly a heel, been face a number of times. He prefers to be heel. He is a pretty good favorite with the crowd when he is a face, but nothing compared to like what even The Rock got, or nowhere near Stone Cold Steve Austin. But the point being, I'm not going by a popularity contest here. Um, I'm going by, you know, everything, really. not just popularity, but you got to add their in-ring performances, um, what they did in the ring, and you got to look at it too, because back in the earlier days of 2000, uh, with a lot more superstars around, a lot of these big stars had a lot bigger matches. Thus the main event, the six-man Hell in the Cell match at Armageddon 2000, where you had 5 out of 6 were major superstars in the WWE, with The Rock, Undertaker, Kurt Angle, who was champion then, Triple H, and Austin. And then you had Rikishi, who really came into his own. But the funny part about it is you had these 5 guys in this main event, and the rest of that card still had tons of stars. But getting to my point, I'd have to say, from 2000 to this present day, even though Triple H hasn't wrestled, on a regular basis in a very, very, long time, not really long, but long enough, that watching all his matches, watching him in the ring, a night in and night out, championship match after championship match, the man got bloodied all the time. The man gave his heart and soul and his body to the WWE. And in my opinion, Triple H has to be, from 2000 to the present day and time, probably the best WWE or WWF champion of all time. I know there will be a lot of people that will disagree with me, but I took a lot of things in consideration. And I mean, any match with Triple H was never a dull moment, without a doubt. A lot of people will say, well, that's how it was with Austin, that's how it was with The Rock. But it just seemed to me that Triple H gave it his all. I mean, like I said, his body and soul. The man was cut open more times probably than Ric Flair ever was. And that's saying a lot. So, I don't know. You guys give me your thoughts and you give me your opinions. You tell me who you think from the year 2000 to the present time, who the best world champion was in the WWF/WWE. That's it for tonight, guys. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you all again tomorrow. And, a lot of decisions coming tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow anyway. Peace out. Have a great, great Saturday night.